Cobra Back Day, guys. Make sure you save this one. We're gonna start things off with some heavy T-bar row to work on the thickness of the back. Now, any kind of row movement would take a lot out of you, so I suggest you start with your heavy row movement first. After warming up, focus on keeping your back straight, look straight ahead, and just rep it out. This works on the thickness of the back, so pushing the pace and going heavy on this is totally fine. Next, we're gonna hit some straight arm lat pull down. Now, this is to really stretch out the lats at the top and squeeze at the bottom. This whole workout is focused on thickness, width, and isolating each lats. So you're gonna wanna save this workout. One of the reasons I like this exercise, it works muscles in your back, shoulders, core, and arms. It's a great way to stretch the lats. And speaking about stretch, I'm a firm believer of stretching the muscle that you're working. So whenever I do an exercise, I always try to flex it so I can actually feel the muscle that I'm working. Get some blood flow in there so I can really feel that pump. Let's go. Next up is seated cable row. Now, this is another exercise that works on that mid to upper back thickness. You want to keep your back straight, chest up, and focus on the movement. You can use a close, medium, or wide grip on this movement. I'm using a medium V-bar grip because I don't only want to focus on thickness, but I also want to focus on width. I'd recommend 4 sets with your rep range around 10 to 15. Let's go. Now we're gonna isolate each lats by doing single arm row. I usually superset this exercise with seated cable row, but today I'm doing it individually so I can show you each movement isolating the lats. If you have an imbalance on your back, this is a great exercise to perform because it strengthens and isolates each side of the back. You can do this exercise seated, but I like to do it kneeling down, keeping my back straight so I can isolate each side of the lats. I find that supersetting this exercise with seated cable row will give you more activation in the back due to the amount of volume you're performing in a short period of time. It's all about volume with this one, so do an additional 10 to 12 reps after your seated cable row, all right? Now we're gonna isolate with single arm lat pull down from the top. This is great because you're trying to get that mid to lower back tie-in to really pull out the lats. It also works your biceps as well. I find that most people have a mid to upper back development, but they don't have that lower back development or that lower back tie-in. And this is where this exercise helps a lot. You're not just working on that mid to lower back tie-in, but you're also isolating the lats as well to give you that nice cobra back spread. Towards the end of my workout, I like to get in some lat pull downs. My energy level is usually low towards the end of my workout, but I can stabilize my legs and then really drive out some more reps. Lean back slightly when performing this exercise so you can get more squeeze on the lats. I like to hit volume on this, so I'd recommend 4 sets, anywhere from 10 to 15 reps, and a 60-second rest in between sets before you go again. That gives you just about enough time to get a couple of poses in there to squeeze and stretch the lats. I save the hardest movement for the end because pull-ups has greater muscle activation in the lats and the core. So if you can get 10 to 15 reps of pull-ups after all your back movements, then you've had a great Cobra Back Day. Always remember to finish strong.